In these last 2 months of training for Ironman 70.3 in Weymouth, there have been highs.
We did it! Yay!
Lows.
I've seen something.
And a whole lot of miles. It has been non-stop since my last roundup, and as I haven't spoken about swimming yet, let's dive right in. Whoop. Yes, I have finally started going swimming. For the last 2 weeks, I've been going open water swimming at the beautiful Colwick Country Park in Nottingham. It's run by Whole Health, a wonderfully friendly and helpful team ensuring your safety in the water. There is a coffee shop, saunas, and just an all-round lovely vibe. You can swim around the 2 nearest buoys for a 200-metre loop, or you can swim out to the far one for a 600-metre loop. It's beautifully clean and the surroundings are lovely, so I was very excited to get going. Until I started swimming, and then I immediately felt scared. A common struggle with open water swimming is feeling panicky, and it's safe to say that my imagination runs wild. All I can think about is all the things that are going to come get me, what's lurking beneath me, how deep it is, when in reality, there's nothing. So I spent most of my first swim just trying to control my breathing. So if you have this fear, it is completely normal, but it's key to remember that in the water, in the UK lakes at least, there is nothing coming to get you. I found it very helpful just to counting my strokes between breaths and just repeating that. This very meditative method can help focus your mind elsewhere and stop you from panicking. The second time we went, I got to try out my new bargain vintage find, this lovely open water wetsuit, which definitely made my swimming easier. Also, the woman who runs it said that I had a lovely swimming stroke, which made me feel very smug. That second time we went, I did the 1900-metre swim just to see where my time was at, and I did it in 47 minutes. So fingers crossed I'll be able to do it in 45 minutes or less on the day. It's made me feel a lot more confident about the swim now, which is a stark contrast to my first attempt at open water swimming in Weymouth last month, which was more DNS than DNF. We're going to attempt our first open water swim, aren't we? Yeah. We haven't done any yet. We haven't done any swimming. I've been once. You've been 0.
I've been in Australia.
That was months ago! Not the most. Every time we put our hands in, it's like painful. I've done like 10 metres.
Give it a swim. Front crawl. Go.
Oh my god, honestly, it's like, oh dear. This bodes well, doesn't it? What do you do? This hurts my head.
I know. To the locals, we must look like
I know.
You're like a lady of leisure.
I am a lady of
You're
leisure.
supposed to be a tough Ironman.
I've devoted myself. I feel like every lesson is a wake-up call.
Well, it's not easy, is it? Almost
No.
everyone would be doing it.
Yes.
How are you feeling?
I've seen some things, man.
You've seen some things.
I was quite confident about this. So we googled the temperature of the water, and it turns out it's the same as what the temperature is recommended for an ice bath today. So we feel a bit less pathetic.
We just had a quick cold water plunge.
Yes, but it's very pretty.
It's lovely.
As we're in Weymouth, let's stay here and talk biking. We're on the sea. After my mini meltdown in the Lake District the other week at how hard hill cycling is, we thought we should recce the bike course ASAP, just to know what we're up against. We stayed at a campsite about 5 kilometres away from the start of the course. We'll be over 100 today.
Hopefully.
Hopefully
For 100.
Be the longest one we've ever done.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful day, and as we quickly found out, the bike course is just stunning. Starting along the seafront, you very quickly hit your first hill, but after that it's rolling ups and downs, greenery everywhere, and just beautiful countryside views as far as you can see. Oh, that was what a hill, did it though?
Did you stop?
No. Although it was definitely hard work and lived up to its rolling description, we were just having such a wonderful time. I'm really glad we came here when we did, knowing that I can do the course. Garmin said it took 4 hours 20 minutes, but we did stop at the shop for a while and a few other times for snacks without stopping the clock, so I feel that I could knock off 20 minutes, if it was a perfectly windless, rainless day like this was. If you're not going to be able to recce the course yourself, I have made a full course video, including maps, elevation and real footage, so hopefully it'll arm you with more information of the course ahead of time. We did 100 kilometres that day. A few months ago I didn't even have a road bike, so it just goes to show you what you can achieve if you just keep showing up. I want to prepare myself for as many possibilities as I can before the event, and one thing I haven't done yet is ride with a group of people. And very luckily for us, there was a bike event happening in our area. The Velo Belvoir has 3 distances of 30 miles, 60 miles and 100 miles. We opted for the shortest one, Piccolo Fondo, just to get our group riding chops up. Now I can't lie, in my head I thought we'd be riding in like a big peloton like I was in the Giro d'Italia. It was not. My practice with other people is could be wasn't that bad. But that didn't stop it being a great fun day. We were set off in groups of around 10, and 2 of Tom's work friends joined us, so we rode mostly as a group of 4. Over the course, there were times where we were riding close to others, overtaking people, being overtaken, and having spoken to others that have done triathlons, they said it's more like this on the day anyway.
Never too old. No.
So although it wasn't a huge group that I'd envisioned, it was still the most people I've ever ridden with. And it was great to see so many women cyclists. I always love to see that. And there was 2 extra bonuses. We got dinner and a medal. I wasn't expecting that. Medal and a mushroom stroganoff and a drink.
Very good.
Got a Velo thing now. So it was a cracking day out. Knowing that the bike course in Weymouth is hilly, I've now focused my training a bit. I do shorter power focus sessions, including intervals on the indoor trainer and doing hill repeats outside to really strengthen my legs and get used to faster descending. And then doing 1 longer ride a week just to get more hours in the saddle. My running has taken a similar approach. Shorter, speedier intervals and longer, slower runs for endurance. I've also been making sure to do as many brick runs as possible to get my legs used to running after cycling and really start tying the different disciplines together. Brick run after 80k, biking, so very jelly legs. So to really get in the racing mood, and the fact it was on our doorstep, we had to go and see the Outlaw event. Our friend Mark Daly was competing in the sprint. It was so fun seeing all the little bodies lining up for the swim. So hard to tell anyone apart though. The countdown made me nervously excited on their behalf.
Run, off we go!
Watching how people tackle the tricky first transition before whizzing off on the bikes. It was really cool seeing all the different bikes and outfits, and again great to see so many women. It was so nice being amongst the buzz of the day. The cheering, the pride, people pushing themselves, the smiles and triumph of the finishing line, including this absolutely adorable moment of Mark and his daughter. Being there that day made me wish that I was doing it and to get used to doing all the 3 disciplines together. So we've booked a sprint for the end of this month. We're going to be doing the ATW Sprint Triathlon at Mallory Park on the 29th of June. So can't wait to see how we get on, and I'll be sure to let you know. This is by far the longest I've ever trained for anything in my life, so I'm so proud that I've got this far already. It has been a roller coaster for sure. I've never done this much planning in my life. I'm making calendars of training, work, life, just to be sure that I can fit it all in. I want to be in bed by 9 at the latest. I'm always hungry and my legs and shoulders ache a lot. But I'm also finding myself wanting to fit training in wherever I can. I was away in Southampton recently, recording my first EP as a solo artist, which is very exciting, and I specifically chose a campsite around 15 kilometres away so I could fit my cycling in. I also picked it because it had a lake on site, so in my free time I could do an extra swim. The other day we decided to visit Tom's parents on bike, which was an 80-kilometre round trip for a chat and a coffee.
Cheers for the brew.
I would have thought that was crazy not that long ago. So if you're thinking about doing a triathlon, know that it will impact your life and you will have to make some sacrifices. But I've personally found that the positives outweigh the negatives by a long shot. If you're training for a triathlon, let me know how you're getting on in the comments. What are your negatives? What are your positives? And if you're doing Weymouth, make sure you say hi. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.